Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going! Hey everyone, welcome to my first layout for the Scrapbooking Store's April 2020 Kit Club. I'm going to be scrapbooking one photo today. This is, I don't know if you can see real well, but it's actually a mirror in a restaurant, and I took a mirror selfie of myself and several of my friends. We were getting together for a crop. I know I've talked about this crop that I went to back at the end of September in 2019. Before the crop actually started, we did a little road trip to a couple of scrapbooking stores, and before we did the scrapbooking stores, we hit this Nelson Brothers truck stop restaurant and bakery, and it had amazing food. And so I wanted to scrapbook this photo of us in the mirror because I thought it was really cool with the name of the restaurant, and then obviously us in the photo as well. All right, so for those of you wondering, the Scrapbooking Store kit for April 2020 is made up of My Mind's Eye, one of a kind. I did pull out these two pieces of paper because I'm thinking of doing a double page layout with these as the background, so I didn't want to accidentally use them on this layout. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Before I do, a couple of things. First, if you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. That was Miss Xanthi, if you guys felt the camera shaking there. Second, if you have any interest in becoming a kit club member for Scrapbooking Store, whew, the words, they're coming. If you could go ahead and check out the links in the description box below. One of those links is my affiliate link. It does not cost you any more money. It just gives me a bit of a commission. All right, that is all we've got for today before we start this layout. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on fast forward. So let's get going. All right, so what I'm doing first is just kind of going through. And as always, when I'm working with a new kit, I just kind of go with what my gut says. And my gut said, let's go ahead and use that abstract piece of paper. Now I'm going to use the second piece of paper that comes in the kit, only I'm going to mat it with the B side. I'm going to tear on the bottom edge just for some added extra interest. And then I'm going to go ahead and, well, first I'm going to trim off the branding strip. Unfortunately, I did not hold these at the correct angles. My setup got a little moved and I did not realize this. So you can see my mat is very angled to the left there. My lights got off kilter. Everything kind of went wonkadoo, and I do apologize. But all of the papers are from the one-of-a-kind line by My Mind's Eye. I'm also going to add a layer of this yellow paper with the scripty text on it. I thought it was a great way to pull that yellow in. The frame on that mirror is that warm wood color, so I thought that worked quite well, and my ATG went wonkadoo again, but it fixed itself. Yay! I always like it when I don't have to actually fix it myself. So I'm just going to layer that yellow piece on top of that red piece. And then I'm thinking it needs just a little something else. But since I've got those two layers of paper that have the torn edge on the bottom, I don't want to add any more tearing. So what I'm going to do is I cut a strip of this pink tone-on-tone paper with the words on it. And the other side of that paper has rainbows, but the rainbows are all in shades of pink and orange. And I just trim them, and I'm going to tuck it under the bottom of my photo, above my paper layers. I'm then going to take the other end of that and I split it in two because I'm going to hide it behind the photo, like so you can see as I can do. So it looks like it's longer than it actually is. And I really like the way this looks. I like how I'm pulling all of the colors, the red, the yellow, the darker pink, the lighter pink, all from that background. But because my photo is so very neutral, it doesn't distract from the photo. Now that I have my paper layers pretty much the way I want them, you saw I did add a doily from my stash. I decided I want a little bit of the mist spattering in the background. I chose two different shades of warm colors, Sweetheart, which is a very pink color, and then Caribbean Sunset, which is more of an orangey gold color. And I just sprinkled those in three different areas where I knew the majority of them wouldn't be covered up by my paper layer and photo. If you guys hear little noises in the background, I do apologize. I am currently teleworking, and that is my work email that I have to keep on, so I apologize. Now, I went through the die cut pack. I did cut away from that because it's a brand new die cut pack, and the majority of them weren't going to work with this layout. I did pull out those two tags, and I'm debating with that second tag that I'm kind of popping up and down right now. It says, "Hey girl," which isn't one of my usual phrases, and I've already gone through my photos and pulled out several to work with on this kit, on this kit. I chose the right word. Yay. And in thinking about it, I didn't think that would work with any of the layouts I'm thinking of doing. So I decided to go ahead and use it for the tag shape versus using it for the "Hey girl" saying. And quite often, one thing I like to say is, use your supplies the way they work for you. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to use 100% of that supply. I've layered several of the die cuts that are circular shaped over each other on the bottom right hand side of the photo grouping. I love the way that turned out, especially with that multicolored one. So super cute. Now that little red die cut on the bottom left hand side of the photo that says "beautiful," I forgot to glue it down, so it fell off. I am going to go ahead and add it back to my layout because I actually do like the way it looks. So here's where it fell off, and it went under my page, and I just forgot all about it. So as I mentioned, this was taken at one of the, I guess it's called a truck stop bakery and breakfast place in Minnesota. So super good. One of the things, I guess that's their specialty, are French toast pieces made out of apple fritter bread, and OMG, so good. So good. I'm a big fan of French toast in just the general sense, so eating this apple fritter bread French toast was amazing. All right, I remembered to go through the sticker pack that comes in the main kit, and I layered a couple more circle stickers over on the left-hand side of the doily. And now I'm going into more of the embellishment upgrade. I will say the die cut pack comes with the embellishment upgrade, not the main kit. So these Project Life stickers, I really liked that one that said "love, kind," or something along that line, but it was just too large. So instead what I add are these chipboard hearts in that shade of orangey red that is in this line, and I love the way that looked over on the best ever tag, bisecting the pink and the pink and the white part. That tag is also where I'm going to do my journaling, where I'm talking about how I was super excited to see this mirror, and we all gathered before our day of shopping started for breakfast at this super awesome place. So it's something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what I said. Now, as you can see, I'm mentioning, like, you're losing that bottom portion of my layout, but in all honesty, there is nothing going on down there. So, no worries. Now, I am going into the Heidi Swap epoxy words and little icon pack that came in the embellishment upgrade. What I'm doing right now is reading through, and I decided on the word epic. I liked that red that it brought down to that lower embellishment cluster, as well as just the word epic, because really it was very good food. I will not lie. Absolutely really good food. So once I've done that, I'm pretty much complete with everything except, obviously, my title. I just bought these Simple Stories Color Vibes alphas that are in foam. I bought several packages of them, and I was debating between blush and coral, and I decided on the coral. This is one of those things where it's a little bit difficult to read on the screen, but in real life it's totally readable. And also, side note, once again, Ms. Zanthi decided she no longer wanted to supervise my scrapbooking, so she took off, which was what all that shaking was. I once again apologize. For the rest of my title, I go into my stash and pull from it the mini thickers that Pink Paisley puts out, and these are in the rose gold, so my whole title is going to be Truck Stop Yum. And that's what it was, and I was super duper excited. One finishing piece, I'm adding a couple of enamel dots to the center of the tags, and then a third one on that little sunglass, and I thought that was super cute because, you know, you get the little glare on the sunglasses, and then just a couple more over on the left-hand side to finish off my layout. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to check in the description box if you have any interest in subscribing or making a one-time purchase from scrapbookingstore.com. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and as everyone is saying nowadays, stay safe.